there, it's Kevin with RogueDeckBuilder.com here with match number 4 with our Heroes Blade deck. Yes, we like to play first. Ooh, this is very risky, but I'm going to go ahead and keep it. We have a first turn Mystic into, if we draw into land, into either Yasova, but we can actually guarantee another Mystic the following turn. In fact, the best line of play would be drawing into a land, and then we can go first turn Mystic and then second turn Mystic Heroes Blade. And that will allow us to then have a Yasova. So I don't think you can go wrong with this. Line of play. No, I mean, worst case scenario, Bile Blight's off 2 elves and we just lose the game, which could be a definite scenario with the Palace coming out. We're going to actually bottom that. We don't want double that. It's just going to be a Blade. We're going to be greedy. Because if we can stick a Blade to Yasova on turn 2. Oh, he missed a... Talk about greedy. We have... I guess he... Did he mulligan? I didn't even check to see. Oh, wow. He mulled to 4. Maybe I should have watched the game. So he's going to have a rough time with the Yasova. Being a 7-4. Now we have everything active. And then next turn, he's got to hit a land here. It's just over. Okay, so this is going to be... It gives us information. It's going to be... Well, I guess this was actually a Palace. I thought this was the other land. So yeah, he's just going to be on the good old Sultai. Probably Sultai control. So here we can go... We cast another Hero's Blade. I just think it's double Mystic. Ugh, that's gross, but... Or even Bow of Nylea. Or, yeah, just another Hero's Blade and probably attacking with both of them. Is that what I want to do? Now, I'm just going to attack him with the 1. Get him down to a 13. Nothing to do for just 1 mana. I don't believe, anyway. And that way we can just crunch out a Mystic and a Hero's Blade. Now, I don't know. I mean, I can equip another Hero's Blade on a Yasova, and he can ultimate price it. Nylea's going to be nice, but I don't think it really matters. What we're going to do is we're going to attack in with the Yasova. And is that enough? That's exactly... It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, actually. 5 damage that we could do with a Crater's Claw. So it's just going to be Nylea, I guess. And that gets Disdainful Stroked. Silumgar's Scorn. And I do not have a mana. Okay. And that's a scoop anyway. Let's see. What is good? Outpost Siege is going to be good. Xenagos is going to be very good. I actually do like Mistcutter Hydra here. And the See the Unwritten and the Abzan Beastmaster. So the cards that aren't so good are going to be the Polukranos. I'm going to keep in a 1 of Blade, but at this point that's all we need. And the aspect of Hydras are kind of weird in this scenario as he's going to be controlling the board a lot. So Yasova can definitely come down as well. And I think this is what we want to keep with the... Well, Bow's kind of very bad actually. So either Hero's Blade or Yasova's better. Actually, I actually like Yasova. It's not terrible. And then everything else is fine. So let's see if the Mistcutter Hydras come through with us, and we have a good control plan. He does have Ultimate Price now. Mistcutter Hydra was so good when Ultimate Price was finally out, as it made it so it was just Hero's Downfall was the card that could actually take care of the Mistcutter Hydra. But now with Ultimate Price back in, there's a card that they can just kill off the Hydra for 2 mana. And in a 3-color deck, it's easy to just get the 1 black. Hero's Downfall is a little bit more difficult a lot of times. even though these control decks do usually tend to be heavy black. So I'm liking the position we're in. Again, he had a mulligan down to 4 or 5 that game, and yeah, that was basically guaranteeing that was going to be a hard matchup for him. This is going to be a very, very, very good hand. We have a Mystic. First turn Mystic, again into a second turn Boon Satyr, which I think is actually better than the Hero's Blade. And that's just the worst feeling as a control deck when you see a Mystic. If he puts out another blue mana, I might just go Hero's Blade so I don't run into a Silumgar's Scorn. Okay, so it's a black mana. He's just going to cure off. And that ends up being okay. Because here we go. Do I want the Boon Satyr on time, or do I want to risk it for the Hero's Blade? I think we just put the Hero's Blade out. So now if a blue mana comes out here, I know that I'm most likely going to get it countered. All right, so it's not a blue. It is a blue, but it came into play tapped. And I will go Yasova if I draw into a basic, but it ends up being the Temple. So it ends up costing me there. I think I want See the Unwritten. If it's something that if I... Hindsight, though, maybe not. Because now he's got to have counter magic up. So it's not going to be a Yasova. It's going to be a Boon Satyr and then make him counter that in a turn. I mean, he could have not quite double Silumgar's Scorn, so he could have Dissolve, though. All right, that works. Surrak's going to be a good one once we get that other land. Now I'm really kicking myself for... Ultimate price, okay, and I'm sure he's got that Scorn, which makes me not want to play the Yasova. But, you know, we might as well start getting the cards out of his hand, because if we top into, next turn, we top into something, we're in great shape. All right, so it actually hits. And that's an ultimate price out of the way. Oh, he's going to cure in response. Bile Blight in response. It's still a Bile Blight out of the way. Tons of removal. He just brought in every removal in the... you can think of. Freakish Cure, Ultimate Price, Bile Blight. And now you got to think like a Dissolve is in his hand. So what is better for me to just hit here? That would be incredibly good. Do I just miscut or Hydra and start the beatdown? I think that's the play. Because I can't let him... Yeah, I do this. It can be cured. I understand this. It might end up being a pretty bad play, but this gives me something to attack him each turn. Well, one of these turns I'm going to draw that land. But I'm thinking like Garrick's going to come out this next turn. What is he end of turning? He's going to dig. No, just Jace's Ingenuity, which is just as bad. As sheer card advantage is going to be the killer. Well, it gives me something to cast. See if Ultimate Price number 2 or Bile Blight number 2 or Freakish Cure. All right, there's another Bile Blight. Which, here comes the Scorn or the Dissolve. There's the Scorn. Okay. Four cards still left in hand. Okay. There's another missed opportunity to slam something. And Icefall Regent's nice, though, because he's got Dissipate mana up, I'm sure. Finally hit that land. We can't go Xenagos here. It's going to be Surrak, but I'm sure Surrak's going to be handled. I could actually just try to bait out a Nylea. But if this, for whatever reason, hits... Well, Shaman actually seems just as good. Yeah, I want Surrak to actually hit. So Shaman, if he counters the Shaman... Ultimate price? Jeez, the removal. Ugh, okay. But good news is we can Crater's Claw off the Icefall Regent. Well, we can't ice do it to both. And he still got that dissolve up. This is going to be... The best line of play is just Surrak. Good news is we're hitting threat after threat after threat. And a Hero's Downfall. Jeez. No counters, just all removal. I'm on a 2-turn clock with the Icefall Regents. I might just have to kill one of them off. He's got one card in hand. Unless I just see the Unwritten here. No, because the See the Unwritten means I can't even block. This is the only thing I can do is Crater's Claw one off. What? X is not currently 2. Okay. You gonna screw up on... Oh, yeah, it costs another one to do. That's just going to be game. I forgot it costs 2 more to actually target the Icefall. Alright, so... Blow of Annihilation only does 2 damage, not 3. So it's still not good against what he's trying to do. Polukranos actually seems terrible. It just kills it all. Blades, just the one of Blade is still fine. Yeah, I'm fine here. The biggest point there is we missed our 4th land drop and couldn't cast anything for a couple turns. Even though I don't know if that would have mattered. He had plenty of removal. It would have helped with Xenagos getting out another creature, though, earlier. And then the Icefall Regent have to attack into him, possibly. But then I would add 2 creatures there. Guess he would have Bioblighted both of them. But then he would have to react. So... Let's get an Elvish Mystic draw into Yasova or a Boon Satyr would be ideal. Alright, so yes, we'd like to play first. Let's see if there's the Elvish Mystic. I can't, no way I can mulligan this hand with the, but this is awkward. It's awkward. I don't like it with not having any accelerants or a 3rd turn play. We do have the double green, which is good. The Crater's Claw, you know, take a little bit of a, you want to see this in aggressive draw like Boon Satyr draw. But our opponent is deciding whether he likes his hand or not. Let's go off with a forest and pass the turn. I need to hit a land drop in 2 turns. Or a Mystic. But there's not a lot of dead things I can draw into. He's going to Thought Seize me here. Yeah, that's good. That's a really good card right now for... Getting the okay, so you can't handle the Xenagos, you can handle the Shaman is what that tells me. So I'm not going to give him any more information at the moment with the Wooded Foothills. So if he continues just to draw into... Now I'm going to get rid of this, go get a green, and pass the turn. So now if he still can't Silumgar Scorn at the moment, but he can Ultimate Price. Which, if he has it, he has it. I mean, there's so many things he can do here with his deck. Bile Blight. Freakish Cure. Yep. And I guess maybe that was Yasova that should have hit it there. Now we can Silumgar Scorn and reveal a dragon. But this allows us to Boon Satyr end a turn. Into See the Unwritten if we draw into a card. So say he just gets greedy here and taps out for a Icefall. But he did not get greedy, so we'll just Boon Satyr. There's a Hydra. I would still like more cards. So I'm going to hope to bait out. Well, now we'll just tack in. I'm sure he's going to kill it. Another Bile Blight. And we need Yasova to hit here, which she does. We need one more mana for Mistcutter Hydra to have See the Unwritten online. But now he's in the realm of casting Jace's Ingenuity. There's our land. This is going to be beautiful. Do I run right into a... So I can Mistcutter Hydra for 5. And he can't counter it. I think that's the right play. And then See the Unwritten can come out the following turn. So he started tapping his lands. Yeah, you should tap your lands to counter that spell. But he can still now kill the Mistcutter Hydra with, like, an ultimate price, which he has not used yet. Yep. Very frustrating. But at least I think we get in there for 4 damage this turn. So Icefall Regent would be so lovely if he does it. Come on! Silumgar. He's deciding. Crux of Fate. Just for Yasova, so that's desperation. He just must have too much removal. Well, that's nice. Allows us to at least find one, which we're going to go grab. Yeah, we'll get Surrak. Surrak is more powerful. And now it makes him figure out another line of play here. Now I'm thinking either Silumgar or the Dragon or the Icefall is going to come out. Just another Crux of Fate. So double Crux. Shaman is very good here. So this is the perfect draw. As now it's a 5-3. We're getting close with the Crater's Claw is burning him out. See if another Crux of Fate comes down. Silumgar the Drifting Death. That has hexproof, so it's a little more of an issue. But this guarantees that we see the Unwritten here and get 2 cards. He's used to... There's a Yasova too. Flying hexproof. So he wouldn't lose his guy. Yeah, it's just going to be See the Unwritten. And hope we don't run into another Crux. Which gives us Surrak, the Hunt Caller, and Abzan Beastmaster. I guess? Which at this point doesn't do anything. We need in here for 4, which I do think is the right line of play. I guess I could have drawn a card instead. But I'm going to give the Surrak haste. And I do think we trade the damage here. Why? Why? Why didn't he want to kill the Shaman? I don't understand there. So if he cruxes and then he's got to have the perfect 2 hands right now. 2 cards in hand. Yeah, I do not draw a card because I don't think I Yasova. I think I just swing in. And now he decides to go on that one, but he's got to have, again, the perfect hand. And he scoops there. So there we go. Not bad. We'll go to the wrap-up video. This has been Kevin with RogueDeckBuilder.com. Thanks for watching.